In this Sailing Doodles, we head back out on the race course for day 3 of the Heineken St. Martin Regatta. We were doing quite well and working our way up through the field in good position, and then disaster struck. It was every sailor's worst nightmare when our rig collapsed. It was everything we could do to get the boat in good condition to sail back. It was a rough day, but in the end, it was time to celebrate working well as a crew and that no one was hurt.
I'm like eating my face.
All right, day 3, we're heading out. We got a new crew member. Say hello to Jan.
What's up?
We did lose Carla and Todd. They're going to be out there spectating today. We actually took the anchor and chain off. How much weight is that going to save us?
Like 4 pounds.
We ate a lot and drank a lot last night. But so we are 4th overall. If we can place again today, I think we've got a chance of moving up in the rankings. So,
woo! Let's
all
do
right,
it.
do it. We first place yesterday. The wind was definitely a bit more stiff on this day, 15 knots gusting to 20. Part of our crew took the high field out to get some pictures from the water. The conditions were much choppier than the days before.
Living fast, over limit on the freeway, hope no cops pass. Had to dip off for a minute, yeah, that's
on the boat, we were getting in position for our race to start.
I can't stay for too long, I gotta go.
27 seconds.
The catamaran to our starboard side marks the race start.
Adios. I dropped the clutch and slammed the gas, and it's notes. If you're not first and you're in last, Ricky Bobby quote, you gotta know. Work hard, get dough. I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Miles inside these shoes so I don't stomp by tiptoe.
The first leg was about 6 miles tacking up into the wind.
But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I had.
This 60-foot catamaran was in a different class than us and flying right by.
They say the good die young, I hope I'm bad. They say the good die young, I hope I'm bad.
We hit our marker and turned downwind. We were doing quite well in keeping pace with the leaders of the race, and in some cases catching them. This was our last mark before turning upwind and back to the finish. We were on our way and doing quite well. Unfortunately, just moments after I turned this camera off, disaster struck. Our mast collapsed. Luckily, we were all sitting on the high side on the rail and no one was injured. Our Genoa was in the water. Our first action was to cut it loose so that we could make sure no lines were fouling our prop. The swell was really starting to shake up our rig, so we sent all the non-essential crew down below. Bravely, Captain Brian stayed at the helm, ready to dive for cover should he need it. I cut the main halyard to free the sail from the mast that was now on the deck. We kept a hold of the Genoa sheet so that we could maintain some control over the sail. The Dutch Navy approached to offer assistance and manpower should we need it. We gave them the Genoa sheet so that we could concentrate on cutting the rest of the sail away, and then they could pull the sail aboard. The guys cut away the furling line while I concentrated on removing the pin that held the furler to the deck. The weight of the sail was binding the pin, so I needed help to pull it up. Finally, we were free of the head sail, and the Navy pulled the sail onto their boat. Now we had to concentrate on securing the rig and the sail. We wanted to make sure the rig would not fall over anymore, and we needed to take down as much sail as possible. The mast was very unstable and could fall at any moment, so we were ready to dive for cover. Finally, we had it secured about as best we could. I felt bad for the crew down below as they were getting quite seasick. We were 5 miles from the bay and moving at about 2.5 knots. Today didn't turn out like we planned.
But we were in first place.
We were in first place when the rig collapsed.
Thank God no one got hurt.
Yeah, nobody got hurt, so...
It's a good day. It's a good day.
It was sabotage. They knew we were winning.
Sabotage.
So... There was quite the crowd waiting for us at the bridge, cheering us on. We had plenty of escorts to the boatyard. Todd and Carla brought us some dock lines and fenders as we were going straight to the boatyard instead of back to the marina. Hard to believe all this carnage and no one got hurt. We were at FKG Marine, and the guys there had been racing earlier in the day, but went straight to work on the boat.
It's a what?
It's a massacre.
The guys at FKG Marine had the mast off in less than an hour while we sat at Lagooni's drinking cocktails.
Brian, look how naked we look.
We're naked. That's
We're naked.
Naked and afraid.
The amount of actual damage, I mean, cosmetically, is minimal.
We're back safe.
Everybody's home.
Yeah, we are.
Thank you,
Having
Bobby.
cocktails.
Jan, thank you guys.
What?
We rocked it.
Calm,
We rocked it.
calm under pressure.
Somebody's ripped off the bracelet.
Let's go put it on our boat.
Where are we off to, Captain?
We're going to get our booty.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, the booty. There, she's giving you some booty.
Oh, hey. It was time to head to the Regatta Award ceremony.
Pirate
All things must pass, but I'm not gonna wake up.
All things considered, we were lucky no one was hurt, and the damage could have been much worse, so it was time to celebrate.
Wake up, keep it steady, cause I'm happy. I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet. Whoa, no, not yet. Whoa, no, not yet. Whoa, I'm afraid I'll end up nowhere. They keep saying I'll be fine, but how you know that I'll be there? When it feels like I'm lying every time someone asks how it goes, and I say the sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass.
Even though we didn't win the race that day, Megan won a competition of her own. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to our patrons for making this channel possible. They get lots of perks like access to our live tracker.